And now, the Bonfire with
was offered the George Foreman grill, but he didn't pick up the phone in time. That's another one of my favorites.
So that isn't true.
No, that's why he did this. He just did that to explain why the Hogan pasta maker, failed miserably. He said he fought like Ali to a standstill or something like that. I forget what it was.
Dude.
It was something crazy like that.
That craziest one is just saying that you were offered the bassist job of Metallica. He goes, listen, brothers, I don't know if I can play. I got a steel cage match with Big John Studd. James Hetfield's like, yeah, that's what we need. Need a guy who can take a fucking chair shot.
Dude, he's what else did he said so many shit that's just like immediately proven to. Oh, he came out and said, Bam Margera, miss you every day.
Oh, and he was like, dude, I'm still alive. And he goes, I met Ryan Dunn. Dude, I love it. As someone that I loved Hulk Hogan when I was a kid, and then you grow up and you're like, damn, dude, I really liked the bet.
You listen to that Nick Hogan call. It's a little rough.
Yeah, he was like, whatever he did, God had a problem with him, brother. 10 more outrageous lies Hulk Hogan has said, and this is off of the Sportster, brother.
I get a lot of news from the Sportster. That's why I'm stupid.
Yeah. He was with Kerry Von Erich before his death. That's a dark one.
Yeah, Kerry Von Erich shot himself, I think, in the head.
Yeah.
Like in a car or something.
He once fought Pride fighters.
No one in wrestling has
Look at
pride.
that Rogan fucking Hogan pick, dude.
Dude, I'm going to give Rogan some props that he just went bald. Like, and he didn't try to, like, keep it going, you know?
Yeah. Well, now he was asked, a famous Hogan lie is that he was asked to join the UFC in 1993. Dude, that's great.
Dude, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, just some fucking Taiwanese kickboxer taking out his knee. Brother, you're not supposed to kick me.
He kicks him. That's not going to work for me, brother.
Sorry, brother.
You got to let me get my shit in.
He goes, you're working a little stiff. Oh, you really kicked me in my fucking knee. Everyone knows Hogan's epic, that he was supposed to turn heel in 1990. Most people don't care
Bullshit.
about that.
That wasn't true either.
He was the Japan shoot. Was that one of his oldest stories that he said on a 2002 Hulk Rules DVD. I got to get that DVD. I got to buy Hulk Rules 2002. Hulk was defending the WWE title on tour in Japan in 1985 and faced Tatsumi Fujinami.
Yeah.
According to Hulk, Fujinami, pushed by New Japan bosses, tried to shoot on him, brother, and steal the WWE. That means he tried to fight him for real.
Yeah.
Forcing Hogan to fight for real to keep the belt.
Yes, if that had happened, that 95% chance that guy can kick Hogan's ass if he wants to.
Yeah?
Yeah, because, I mean, like, a lot of those guys are all pancrase guys, you know?
So they're like, they actually know how to...
They know. I mean, who knows? Maybe Hogan could... I mean, Hogan's a big dude. He's a strong dude.
He was like 6'9", like 300...
He's huge. He's absolutely huge.
Yeah, so he could probably toss you around if he was pissed. WWE merchandising idea was his idea. Which is
a weird
like,
lie.
That gets to a place where you're like, how do you argue that?
How do you even argue? Yeah, it's a whole team of people.
He got a Make-A-Wish kid to a show he wasn't on.
But these are the less famous one, I think.
Do you know about this one?
No, I didn't know about this one. But I don't know. It doesn't seem he gave him a free show?
Yeah. Among Hogan's, he was in the United Kingdom before SummerSlam, meeting a Make-A-Wish kid and making sure he had a front row seat to the show. You don't know if that's true.
Yeah, a lot of these.
He wrote his movie scripts.
Okay, I know
that's awesome.
Believe that.
Yeah.
Dude,
if you've seen Suburban Commando, you know that's the truth.
I just had an idea for us, which I want to do this play. Apparently, Hogan and Vince did write the script to No Holds Barred in a weekend in a hotel together.
Yes. If you hadn't seen the movie No Holds Barred.
But I don't know who you would play. You would play Hogan, but we have to get a Vince.
It is, if you've never seen No Holds Barred, watch it, get high, and watch it and make fun of it because it is very fun. It's very 1990.
It's fun.
No Holds Barred is one. I went and saw it with my dad in the theater, and now I realize my dad was drunk when he went with me. He was like, yeah, I'll go, but I'm going to be fucking half in the bag. Yeah, Hogan kicks out, jumps through a limo door.
Want to see something?
This is sick!
That guy worked.
Hey, that's and then Tiny Zeus Lister.
Baby.
Hulk Hogan.
God, dude, his body was sick though in like '86. I'm not gonna, I love a man's. Look, I'm not gonna I love a man's physique. A good man's physique. I know I don't have one. I appreciate it. I probably check out more guys than I do girls.
Yeah.
Even on the way here, my wife drove me in because she's borrowing. It's our car. She's taking the car out, and we passed a guy who looked like, I was like, God damn, look at how much work he put into that. And my wife's like, you could just see my wife's pussy drying, like just steam.
Thanks, Dan. I love that.
Just what guys do.
He goes, damn, dude, look at that physique. Watch No Holds Barred. But the fact that he wrote it in a weekend with Vince McMahon, I mean, how much uppers were in that room?
Oh, my God. Well, Vince said to Rene Dupree, I can do as much cocaine as I want and not get addicted.
That's awesome. That's a baller-ass lifestyle.
He could have played for... I did not know that he said this.
Hogan did play baseball in Little League and then in high school.
He was scouted by the Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds.
That's what he said.
Of course.
The Undertaker almost broke his neck.
Yeah, I remember that. He lied about that. Taker's still pissed about that.
Yeah, I watched that Undertaker documentary, and that was almost the first documentary where you could just see a guy's personal issue come up, where he goes, can I say something for the record? Because like the Undertaker was like, I made sure I didn't hurt that guy. I was a young kid working in the WWF, and Hogan was the top guy.
You didn't. You can watch the.
I watched it.
It's so safe.
Because when that documentary came out, the network's still around, and you can bring up the pay-per-view where it happens, and his head is 7 inches before touching the mat. It almost looks bad. Because the Undertaker was being so safe.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker said he hit the move and he heard Hogan go, ugh, like that. And he was like, shit. And he said the next day he showed up and Hogan was laying on the floor and he's like, my neck's hurt, brother. And then they're like, we're going to put the title back on Hulk on Tuesday. And he was like, fuck, man.
That's what that's Hogan knows best, baby.
Do you think they don't, Undertaker and Hulk Hogan, do you think they don't talk when they see each other at these, now they're old men, and if they're at these WWE events?
I have no idea how that works. I mean, I'll know next weekend. You know,
Why, Hulk's going to be there?
Well, no, I mean, I'll know like who's beefing with who probably next weekend.
I love the fact
depends if Flair wants to kill me after my roast set, which he may. So we'll see.
What if he, dude? That's going to be fun to find out which old men hate each other. It's like grumpy old men in fucking tights.
Yeah, well, the most interesting ones are the guy like Rick Martel's just out of the business. He's like, yeah, I do real estate now. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, dude. Well, wrestlers are like porn stars. They get out of wrestling and they get into real estate.
Yeah, I was on.
They go, I can't do that cage match anymore, but I can show you a 2-bedroom, 1 bath that's absolutely going to pin you. I got a 2-floor walk up that's going to slam you next Tuesday.
We could call right now, but Steve Blackman has a bail bonds business in Pennsylvania.
Great. Wasn't Val Venus real estate guy?
He's a weed guy. I think he's like security for. We could probably see him in Vegas at Skankfest. I think he works in a.
Dude, that's Christine. When you ask where I'm at Skankfest, I'm at the weed shop meeting Val Venus, marking out for a guy that played a porn star wrestler.
He's like very conservative, so it must be like such a funny thing to like get high and then be like, life starts at conception.
He's like, hello, ladies. I control your body. By 2016, and Hogan said he was the first to praise Kevin Owens, who's our Jay lookalike,
which is completely untrue, but also not that great of not that fun of a lie. These are the ones that we don't know. I think that's why
Comedy Central barely acknowledged us when we were a radio show there.
Yeah. You guys aren't associated with them anymore?
No, we're on Faction Talk 103. That's what you're listening to right now.
Faction Talk 103 for all your talking faction.
Yeah, it's a different kind of faction. But Comedy Central would like show up maybe once every 3 months and ruffle our hair and be like, good job, guys. Even though we were, at the time, the only original programming they had on the station.
I kind of felt like, it felt like Comedy Central was scared people were going to find out about the show.
We were side bitch.
Dude, I mean, they just did not want
We were such a side bitch for Comedy Central. They were just like
let's
they
just
did
keep
not
this under the radar.
No,
radio shows.
Trust me, they didn't want to pay.
I know. Yeah.
And they didn't want to fucking acknowledge us. And then finally, when they did that TV show, you know, the Live at the Cellar, they were like, we need bodies. Because they learned that they ran out of comics quick when you do a fucking weekly show.
Yeah.
And so they were like, hey, guys, we actually need you to come on the show. And we're like, this is when you acknowledge us? Is now?
Wait, live at the comedy?
Live at the Comedy Cellar. They wanted Jay and I to go do sets. Because Liz...
Did you do a set for that one or no?
We went on together and made fun of the fact that Comedy Central never acknowledges us.
Oh, that's funny.
But they
On a show that no one acknowledged.
Yeah.
But I love that show, man. Those guys who ran it were great.
But the one cool thing they did, the one thing I'll give them credit is two things. They got us a Bonfire dog dildo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They made this packaged it and everything.
Hey.
And it was a dog dildo. And then they made us a 2-pack WWE action figure, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, the best friends angle.
Yeah.
But they changed it to a bonfire. So it looked like...
Was the faces different?
No, it was Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
That was all Jeremy, and Jeremy's fucking cool as shit.
Jeremy is cool
Jeremy
as shit.
is the man.
So Jeremy...
There's a lot of good guys over there. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what happened with the model.
But they made that, and they brought it in, and I was like, as a man boy, I was like, this is fucking awesome. Thanks. They totally used a Gary playbook move, where they're like, I don't show up for months, I buy you an action figure, and you're cool. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Well, I'm confused because Comedy Central, like, are they still around? Because I guess Crank Yankers is coming back. Like, they still do have some.
They're doing test shows, I know. Like,
oh,
so I mean, I think they're still kind of around.
Yeah.
Jacob, you still run it, right?
Yeah, I still run Comedy Central Radio.
You run Comedy Central Radio?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant all of Comedy Central.
Dude, that would be great. I go, by the way, this producer you've been sitting next to, this guy calls all the shots at CC.
By the way, Big J. Okerson's live at Webster Hall playing next Friday.
Ooh! Check it out, Channel 95. It's the only time I'll ever plug that channel again. Channel 95 for Big J. Okerson's live at Webster Hall.
Dan, don't forget, Comedy Central took us to a dinner where Jacob met his future wife.
Oh,
yeah.
And but you know what? In true
What's his name?
Black Lou. In true side bitch fashion, it was the restaurant in the building.
Yeah, it was.
It was nice. It was Del
It
Frisco's.
was the cart. It was one of the whole all carts.
Yeah,
To be fair, I request the restaurant in the building.
but they really were like, yeah, baby, I know we don't go out. Let's go get dinner downstairs.
Black Lou, being so smart, he ordered the most expensive steak on the menu.
Brilliant.
I wish I had done that.
Brilliant. They took us out to lunch, and then Jay and I basically were like, hey, so you guys have a film crew that films us like 4 hours a week.
Yeah.
You should cut that down to like a half-hour show on TV, like Howard TV, and put it on TV. And they just, at the lunch, went, no. Went, no.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You know what? I got to say, I do respect that level of honesty of just being like, no.
Ann Harris just went, no. She goes, we're actually working on something with David Spade. And I was like, what is it? And they go, we really don't know. And you're like, damn,
that was actually a pretty good, like, for those type of the in studio kind of shows like that, and we've both worked on those type of shows.
Yeah,
it was one of the better.
Oh, David Spade rules.
Yeah,
I'm not saying David Spade doesn't rule, but
yeah,
we basically told them
it was like an unknown David Spade
they
project.
didn't know what it was going to be.
They were just like, David Spade's in.
And we were also like, hey, we have a product you already make.
Yeah, it's already produced.
It's shot beautifully.
Yeah,
just put it on TV Sunday nights at 11:30 p.m. And they're like, not even close.
I actually think the model they're going for now is a good time for this show to be on.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like they're doing these different type of programming.
Comedy Central?
Yeah.
You think we should go back to them?
No, your idea for a late night TV show plays better now.
Yeah,
with their new model.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was just pretty crazy how fast they were like, absolutely not. That's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think my steak was cooled yet. No. By the time they told me, no.
I think they only have like, I don't fucking know, man. I mean, like now comedy. If you look at like the rating, like. The numbers for comedy of the last decade, they just keep going down. Like they keep.
Well, here's the thing: when you're listening
down.
to podcasts or radio shows, you're listening to people's genuine senses of humor, which sometimes doesn't translate to stand-up. And so I get when people are like, "I don't like stand-up," and also stand-up's like, it's used in a different way now. Where now people use it as more like I can go make money instead of making it good.
Yeah,
dude, we were just downstairs and Sean Donnelly had a great quote where he didn't quote, but he used the analogy of like, he's like, yeah, it's like The Wire, it's like natural police. And you're like, oh yeah, there's not a lot of natural police out there. There's a lot of people just doing stand-up just to fucking take a check. But
100%.
Some people are getting a check. Monique landed a Netflix special. Remember that whole thing?
What was her? She sued them
because
for not giving her a special?
No, she did. She sued them because they paid.
Does that work?
I guess. I think it fucking
if
does.
So, I'm in.
They only offered her $500,000,
which is crazy. That's twice as much. By the way,
she was talking about how people though were getting like $20 million
because Amy Schumer got a $10 million.
Amy got an
Amy
$11
Schumer's
million
a movie
deal.
star. You know what I mean?
She's the most decorated comedian of our time.
Who?
Monique.
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
You know what? She was fucking, and I'm not just saying this, phenomenal and precious. Like, that movie is kind of goofy, but she's amazing.
Great? I never saw it.
Well, she was mad that she wasn't getting Chappelle money.
Yeah, well, that's
I mean, the Schumer. I think it was the Schumer paycheck that pissed her off because Schumer got 11 million, and she was like,
she got 11 million.
Yeah, and they were like, you're going to give me $500,000. But what's so funny is whenever you see people do this, when they shit on something and then go to work, like it'll probably happen with me with Comedy Central in 7 years when they rebound, and I go, Comedy Central's your home for comedy. It
Dude,
totally
I'll take anything. I get so annoyed when like a comedy show's canceled and people are like, "Good, that thing sucked." I was like, "So it's good that 10 comedy writers are out of work now." Like,
but it's also funny.
You're so fucking idiotic.
I've seen people be like,
short-sighted.
when people danced on the grave of a lot of people at Comedy Central getting fired. It's like, you know, like 3 of those people went to Netflix, and then those people are like, Netflix gets it, and you're like, it's the same people. It's just the same people at a different company now. But I love when comics try to change their tune once they sign a deal. So Monique's like suing Netflix, and she's like, fuck Netflix, racist, old, misogynistic. And now she's like, I've came back home to Netflix. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You hated him. Just that turn of face is so fucking funny to me.
She for a while she was doing all those press interviews where she was like, my husband's allowed to fuck other guys. Other girls, sorry.
Oh, my God.
That was a Freudian slip because I was checking out that guy earlier.
I love
some fucking physiques and some penises.
Yeah, you're like, dude, that guy's body was so fucking hot that if... does she say anything about suing in the article? Is she like, hey, sorry about all that?
They're just dropping the lawsuit, and the terms of the deal were not disclosed.
Yeah, dude, how funny would it be if it's for like 300,000?
She probably got $2 million or something.
Or not even, but like, what if she got like 600,000? It's just like 100.
She hasn't done anything since Precious, has she?
I don't know. That was the argument.
Dude, she crushes though. I will say, like, she for sure kills. Like,
well, she just had a thing with D.L. Hughley where she closed, and then she was like, he was billed as the closer, and I had to close, and you know, like. She seems to be one of those people where it's like, oh yeah, you kick up enough, you can kind of kick up enough dirt, and people will be like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
So I just want to say right now, Comedy Central fucked me on my hour special. I'm suing them. I'm suing them for everything they fucking got.
You just got exposure for that, I think.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to pay you an exposure.
We're going to pay you an exposure
on a fucking Saturday night with commercials.
We're going to put you on Larry Wilmore.
One time.
I did that once. The only time I got invited to do it, I got invited to do an Asian panel, and I'm like, well, this is. Someone did not do their work here.
You look like
research here.
Yeah, considering you look like one of the guys that harassed Mr. Miyagi on the beach in the Karate Kid. You look like you're the one that called you like, chop that bottle. The suit said in comparison, Netflix offered comedian Amy Schumer $11 million in 2017 for an hour-long special. It added that the company signed a deal with Dave Chappelle worth $60 million in 2016. And Chris Rock was offered. How do you even
justify this lawsuit? Like, no, I should be paid more.
It's, like, honestly, it's what gets you a Netflix special now.
I guess.
Because
I feel like the only way I'm going to get one is if I try to kill a senator or something.
You saw him try to kill Mitch McConnell. Now watch him kill at the punchline. Dan St. Germain. It's funny because, like, I know, and I'm not, you know, we're pussies and we don't name names, but some of my friends that are have very successful Netflix specials aren't getting offers anymore. Because Netflix is spending all that big bucks that they're just like, yeah, you make the special.
A million subscribers. They just lost 1 million, right?
But they'll be like, you make the special and we'll pay you a very low fee and you can stream it on Netflix, and then a year from now we'll give it back, or we'll give you half of it back.
And also, we're not going to let anybody know that it's on the network.
Yeah. There's no promotion.
No marketing.
No marketing or promotion. For like major people. I'm talking about friends of ours that are like fucking huge acts.
Yeah.
And they're just like, nah, we don't do that anymore.
This is a new shift? Like, when did that happen?
In the last 6 months.
Just because of...
Several comedians I know, several doctors, several comedians.
Lost 1 million subscribers.
Several comedians I know had to go film a special and then were paid a fixed fee to put it on Netflix, but Netflix is like, you got to do the promotion. We're not going to promote you.
Netflix really like ran the game, but with Disney Plus and HBO Max coming in, it's like
I don't really think
just
that.
kind of like a
I think all streaming services are just fucking hemorrhaging money right now.
There's going to be like 4 of them in 20 years. There's going to be somebody had told me. This woman who used to, I think she still works at True, but she was like, it's just going to be like network. They're all going to eventually consolidate. And
yeah, Katie was like, Katie, one time we were at home and she's like, I can't wait to watch so many bundle packages that they're just like, it's cable. And you're like, yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
you just pay for cable and you get all the channels you want.
I mean, Disney Plus is making money hand over fist just because they got that UFC deal. And, that UFC, you have to get Disney Plus to get UFC, and then it's
are you talking about ESPN Plus?
Yeah, ESPN
Hulu,
Plus. I'm sorry, so because Disney owns ESPN Plus, so
yeah,
it's like
Disney owns ESPN, and actually Disney fans are now. This brings us to our next story, which Jacob said is straight out of The Boys.
Yeah,
and it's true. But Disney fans are outraged because Fairy Godmother is ditched for gender-neutral titles at the park. So you're not allowed to call them a god.
It said gender-neutral titties.
Yeah,
because I was like, I think I have those.
But you're no longer allowed to call Fairy Godmother. Is it just Fairy Godperson? What is it?
No, they didn't change it to Fairy Godperson. They changed it from being considered a fairy godmother in training to now you're a fairy godmother's apprentice. So it opens up the door for
boys.
Well, that's not as crazy.
They make it sound like they were getting rid of Fairy Godmother.
The Post?
People just get really up in arms either direction about this shit.
Yeah. It's also funny to think because my godfather used to bang my mom, and I go, did a god person used to fuck my mom? Did my god person come and ruin my 13 to 16-year-old life?
Did you guys get along, you and the Godfather?
No. At first we did when I was 13, and then as I started becoming like more of a teenager, it just got real tense.
Such a weird position to be put in. I guess you just don't discipline. You just say nothing. Like,
oh no, he liked to talk shit.
What's the right move? Just you don't say anything. You just let the mom do everything. Right?
Yeah.
And then you like pick him up for like you're basically just an assistant.
Yeah, he was, but he was like, no. I'm gonna really lay down the law, and he had never had a kid, and I was just like, you're talking some crazy shit, Joe. Talking some crazy shit right now. But yeah, the way that headline read was completely different, and I read the lead and I thought it was going to be that. So they're just saying like, oh, you're an apprentice.
Wait, so Biden says he has cancer?
Oh, you're going off the side ones.
I'm sorry. I just saw that I just saw that earlier, and I was like, does he have cancer, or what is going on here?
Oh, he says he has cancer thanks to the oil industry, but the White House says it was skin cancer years ago and it was solved. Well, I think you have to say that. You can't be like, I got cancer. And
this is just like a crazy thing he said.
Dude, if you're one of Biden's handlers, you're just like, dude, come on, man.
Well, the problem is they're fucked because they got Harris, and nobody in that team wants Harris.
And so he's just like, I'll tell you what's up. I have cancer.
If they had got Stacey Abrams, he would have stepped down by now.
He goes, I have cancer in my lungs. And they're like, you can't say that out loud. We have to hide the aliens. They're everywhere. They run a lot of Elon Musk is a robot.
It is funny that the last 2 presidents that we've had clearly don't want the job.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like a hotel manager that doesn't care how your stay was. You go, it's very loud. They go, cool, you're not staying here anymore, right? And you're like, no. And you're like, well, bye, motherfucker. Later, dog. Yeah, dude. Well, that story ended up being a bust.
Yeah, no shit.
But this story is all about busting. An unqualified sex worker got a job at the Air Force in a top Air Force lab. Dude, this story is great.
I've seen plenty of videos on browsers with plenty of qualified Air Force pilots who take a break to fuck the shit out of each other.
Oh, you mean Mav Dick?
Mav Dick.
The new scene. It was an unqualified sex worker allegedly infiltrated a top Air Force lab.
Then she infiltrated it.
Yeah,
That's for sure they infiltrated it.
A senior research scientist working on advanced propulsion technologies for the United States Air Force duped a contractor into hiring an unqualified sex worker he had paid using a government charge card because he thought she was...
That's so funny.
She thought she was really hot.
So funny.
Dude.
That's so funny.
How hot? Infiltrate. She just got hired by this horny dude.
Dude, maybe don't have horny dudes in charge of hiring.
It's a steady job. She took it.
She's like, I don't know. I don't mind sucking dick. He's like, how about testing rockets. She goes, I could want me to test your rocket? It's all sex. It's just, you're like, dude, you're too sexed up to be doing the hiring. The man then allegedly threatened to kill the sex worker supervisor and himself when the scheme fell apart, but not before shifting the bulk of the project's funding elsewhere to pay for her salary at a different defense firm. Damn, that's got to be a good hooker. That's the new Pretty Woman. Do that movie.
Yeah, no shit. Like, it's Pretty Woman meets Hidden Figures.
Dude, I love it. They're like, don't you understand? She can suck us to the moon. And they're like, let's go. According to a newly unsealed search warrant application obtained by the Daily Beast, Dr. James Gord, a highly decorated civilian Air Force employee, of installing a 32-year-old sex worker on a highly technical research project.
Imagine like it's your first day in the Air Force and you're like finally going to get to fly, and that like it's like, oh, 1 second, let's have the mechanic come in here. This girl with like stilettos with big tits bounces. Like, I don't know what this does. I'm going to die up here.
This is Sergeant Bambi. Sergeant Bambi.
Sergeant Lexus? Sergeant.
Yeah. She goes, you look like your balls are too full. He goes, that's not what I don't need you to do that. I need you to make sure I can fly this plane. You sure you don't want me to suck you off before you get in that plane?
Like, that's how Goose died. No.
He popped his load and then broke his neck on the eject button. The woman did not fully understand how to use basic word processing software.
Oh, man.
And struggled to formulate coherent inter-office emails.
Rocket science is a lot easier than Microsoft Excel.
Hold on, though, Dan. They're just saying that this chick was so stupid she couldn't even write an email. That's what caught her, where she was like, do you think she was like a Russian hooker?
I don't know. I want to meet this guy. This fucking poon hound.
Look him up. Wait, is this the guy? That's the guy that hired him.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's a man who hires a hooker to be a rocket scientist right there.
Dude, I love this guy.
That dead look in his eyes.
He goes, you know what the military could use more of? Sluts. Pro sluts. At the Bonfire XXM, we'll tweet it out. Dude.
Is he's fired, right, or in jail?
Oh, I think he's going to get in fucking
he's going to go to
major
jail,
trouble.
Yeah.
He got her hired at a fucking government defense firm. He highly encouraged her to hire. Yeah, he like her. Oh, go up a little, Christine. Over her first few months on the job, Roy stated she was not timely with her expenses, did not fully understand how to use basic word processing and document creation software, and struggled to formulate coherent inter-office emails. The warrant goes on. She also failed to provide her college transcripts as requested. She went, I went to blowjob state. Oh, no, I went to come on my tits A&M.
University of 69.
Yeah, I was summa cum laude. Dude, that's so funny. The inter-office emails is the one where I want to read those. Where she's like, are you studs tired? And they're like, we were asking about the third quarter billing.
She got $400 an hour at her previous job, though.
It's just, you got to make sure if you're going to hire a hooker for the job, it can't be a job that we need.
Still,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cannot be a rocket scientist.
Dude, still the woman engaged in the acts of prostitution with other scientists from the Air Force Research Lab.
Good for her, man. That's just fucking second income stream.
One identified the filing under as Dr. IK, paid the woman approximately $20K a year to clean his residence in the nude and then perform oral sex on him. That's pretty dope.
So weird. That's
clean your apartment. Clean your apartment and get sucked off. That's pretty fucking cool.
The topless women in LA who clean stuff. I don't know. What is the thing? Is there any guy here into that?
What, watching tits jiggle while she
tits
fucking
jiggled
pledges?
While they try to get that fucking A1 sauce out of your coffee table or whatever?
For a single man, you just have money to spend and the service is there.
Why not it be topless? Yeah, I guess if you're Bezos, you're I want you to have your tits out if you're going to.
Yeah, if you're going to work for me, you're going to do it like you're bagging up crack. I want you naked in fucking surgical gloves.
LA's so awful too. Like I know a guy in LA and his apartment's decorated with like topless pictures of models that he took.
Yeah.
Like just like that's the artwork of his home.
It's like black and white.
Yeah, it's like that.
Black and white.
Of course.
Can we find a picture of this woman? I just want to see what this
Do
woman
we have her
is.
name here?
They're withholding her identity.
God damn
Thanks,
it.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Whose birthday is coming up next? Maybe we could hire somebody to clean this studio with their boobs out.
Oh, great idea.
I'll do
My
it
birthday.
for $75.
Oh yeah, her birthday is
My
next
birthday's
week.
next week.
But we're on
You
vacation.
want me to clean naked for you?
Yeah, we come
Saint
clean
Germain
naked.
comes in. Move it.
I'll wear the V for Vendetta mask.
Wear a
That's
French French meat outfit.
Dude,
it. Just my giant balls and tiny cock.
what's crazy is him hiring her. He basically like pimped her out. He was like, "Do you want her to clean your apartment and suck you off?" Pretty cool, right?
But he was very upset that she
Was-
cheated on him.
Well, she was
with
hoeing.
everyone else in
She
the
was
office.
hoeing for $20K.
Yeah,
Because I thought that maid job was up. I thought that was up and up. I thought that was earnest.
I got you this job.
You go and suck off him. What
the
he
hell
doesn't
is-
even.
Yeah, you can't put your foot down, right, and be like, "Look, you just fuck me for money. You can't fuck him for money."
Well, they say in the article that he said he was in love with her and she felt the same, but then it turned out that she was just fucking another dude there. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife or into a top secret scientist.
Yeah,
turns
I
out.
think housewife very possible. Top secret scientist a little more difficult.
Told Roy that he wanted her to represent special energies on official trips.
Special energies?
Well, there is a special
Spectral.
energy. Spectral. Oh,
I
spectral.
don't even know what that is. Spectral
Spectral.
energy.
I
And
mean,
you
she's
know
hot.
what? I'm sure she didn't either.
Yeah. She goes, I'm spectral.
Baby, you're a spectacle.
Spectral energies powers your mission of it's all like
It is
hypersonics.
clearly something you shouldn't be doing. I
Dude,
mean, like looking at this website, it's clearly a job. The first thing is something I've never seen before. It's the first picture is a picture of a fucking laser,
says-
and this girl was working in this job.
Quantum sensing systems, navigation, position, timing. There's some people that could have got really hurt by this slut's actions.
yeah, no shit.
You know who does love it?
Now we know what happened to that Malaysian plane.
Yeah, dude. She goes, I don't know. If it's going down, just suck it and get it wet. And they go, that doesn't work with propulsion.
Look at the havoc she caused.
Oh, dude, how annoyed were the gay rocket scientists and the female rocket
He
scientists
goes,
there?
I could have brought my little love slave from Fire Island. He graduated from MIT.
He's the only one who can see through bullshit.
Yeah, he goes, oh, stop it. I have a tiny little Asian love slave that's proficient.
Who got glitter on the sweet greens? Who
Yeah.
got it?
Dude, her doing that and then just fucking hurting people is so fun. You know who does love it? Is all the countries that we drone strike. Because they're just missing, and they're like, "Oh, praise to Allah, have come through." And it's like, no, it's just the
Let me
slut.
tell you, they're missing with or without her.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hitting sometimes. Too.
But dude, her getting caught.
I think I accidentally blew up a wedding.
Oh no! I think that was a school in Iran.
Karachi's a place.
I don't know. I was touching my pussy, and I actually took out a hospital. Oopsie.
Oh no.
Oopsie. Was that a refugee camp
Oh, it
that
turns-
just evaporated?
It turns out they weren't passing rockets, just
And he
produce.
goes, God damn it, doctor. You just fried half of our allies. And she goes, is it weird my pussy's this wet? And he goes, it is kind of weird.
He bails immediately. He's like, we'll just, we'll just say it's ISIS again.
We'll chalk it up. We'll chalk it up to some extremist group. Now come over here and put those
It's
tits.
Antifa. It was Antifa.
Now come over here and put those tits in my face, you fucking slut. I love this. This is my favorite news story I think I've ever read.
I mean, it's so funny.
A hot hooker
Turning a hoe into a
chaos.
rocket
This
scientist.
is why you can't let men have all the power. They
Yeah,
do stuff like
kids.
this.
means more of you lady scientists need to start putting your tits on a shelf, so we don't hire these unqualified sluts. We need more qualified
Yeah, that's
sluts.
the thing that sucks. Is there's some fucking girl who went to like goddamn 8 years of school at MIT and
Oh my god, dude!
she's losing it to fucking.
It looks like they
Lexus.
paid her off a research grant. They got.
That's a crazy story.
I love it that some of my income
this
went to federal
message.
tax for this slut. In one message, he shifted the conversation to playtime. The warrant states he first asked her to bring the screaming O, which the warrant says is a request that she orgasm during sex. Then said that intimacy is very important to him. Dude, this horn dog running shit. This guy was like, dude,
Man, he wanted the slut to love him
So
so bad.
So bad that he put our country's security at risk.
Oh, look, he was caught with messages with 27 sex workers across the U.S.
Damn, this guy's got a hooker addiction.
Yeah.
He's
and
like-
he got there's an Excel document.
Damn, many of the 27 women listed on the Excel document were foreign nationals from countries considered U.S. national security concerns.
Oh,
He just had a bunch of Russian hookers and like Yugoslavian sluts. Just being, she's like, "Do you want me to come into your office?" And he's like, "Do you want to see what I'm cooking up?" He goes, "This right here is some pretty sexy intel."
It's just, yeah, I'm pretty sure this hooker is Kim Jong-un.
It's just Kim Jong Un and a bustier.
Just stealing secrets.
He goes, "What does that do?" He goes, "That one." He goes, "That one right there monitors North Korea." He goes, "I suck you off. You turn that off." He goes, "I could do that." Oh, now we're playing my game, dude. I love this.
You saw the thing with Kim Jong-un. He had like his friend from board school. He just like picked him up randomly and flew him to North Korea so they could they were friends in like grade school, so they could just watch NBA, smoke weed, and then he flew him back.
Wait, for real? Wait, where does this guy
For real.
live?
I think somewhere in Europe.
Dude, that's crazy. There's some Frenchman who's like, "I was at a very exclusive boarding school, and this fat little Asian boy I was
I
friends
guess
with."
they just love the Bulls, or
Yeah, he goes, "Turns out he's not a bad guy. He flies me in. We watch a little basketball.
I
smoke some
enjoy
dope."
Woody Allen movies.
I don't know. I did not want to watch.
The company of a mastic
We watched his uncle be tortured to death, and then caught a 6-year-old's game. It was pretty awesome, dude.
Did have his uncle eaten by dogs.
Crazy.
It's a real black mark on the resume in my book.
Can I tell you though, as someone that just went through some shit in the last year with his uncle, I get it. If I had a pack of myrtles that could have eaten my Uncle David, I'd do it.
Yeah, you should never be too close with an uncle.
Nah, man. We're gonna take our last break. Dan St. Germain hanging out. Big J up in Montreal for Just for Laughs. BigJComedy.com. He's hosting the Nasty Show. Pour la vivre, Just for Laughs. Robert Kelly. Lisa Traeger. The man who sings all of his jokes, Joshua Myers. He's his little snapdoodle. If you read Yahoo, you need to wear a dunce cap so people are aware you have no critical thinking skills, bitches.
It's such a bitchy comment.
I don't know. Why don't you fucking go take a dump, dude? Why are you that mad?
Did they realize too that this wasn't an opinion piece? It was just an aggregator. Yahoo picked it up from AP.
Yeah. By the way,
there was the bare facts of the article. It wasn't like they were they had a take.
I saw it as a tweet, and I was like, "That's a funny story." I love that this guy's like, "You trust Yahoo's journalism integrity?" Calm down. This is your therapy.
He's going through a lot.
He's going through a lot, buddy. Hey, it's okay, bud.
Tis is our therapy.
Tis is our therapy. Hey, bud.
We were trying to make you laugh.
Just go take a walk, guy.
It's not your fault.
Hey, bud. It's not your fault. Whatever you're going through.
What Bonfire? You want me to tell you that my stepdad used to put cigarettes out on me as a game?
Want me to tell you the surgery scars? It's not your fault,
Is that what
dude.
you fucking want?
We were just talking about a hooker that worked with national security. I don't know why you're so upset. Dude, this guy's going to be like, "I wasn't upset. Just fuck you. Fuck you." All right. Amanda Savino. Nice, dude.
Did he find us?
Dude.
Thank you, creeps.
Dude, Matthew. No, not a creep. Matthew, good job. That's what we wanted.
Thank you, Matthew.
We wanted to find out who this lady was.
Are we going to be able to get a picture?
I want a pic.
We're doing the show.
Of course,
Show your
Daily
ass.
Mail.
Yeah, dude, I love Daily Mail's like, "We'll give
It's
you
my
a
wife's
name."
favorite newspaper.
It's
Daily
UK,
Mail doesn't
right?
give a shit. Daily Mail is it's apolitical. It's whatever's juicy. Whatever is juicy, we're gonna spill the beans.
Dude, I want
Right or left, we don't care.
See if you can go to. I'm gonna yell at you like Jay right now. God damn it, Christine! Did you Google her nude?
Not yet.
Well, Jay's not here, so I have to make the request. God, you're probably extra pissing off Tiz as our therapy. He's such a big fan, you could tell.
No, I don't think.
Is that her?
No,
Second
I don't think
row?
that was her. But if
That's
was
Mira
her,
Sorvino. Was
God
Mira
damn, is that Mira
Sorvino?
Sorvino now? She looks fucking great.
Yeah.
Amanda Savino.
I worked with her
there's just
cousin
a
on something. Nice guy.
There's just a bunch of random chicks. All right, we'll look into it. We're gonna take our last
We just
break.
out this poor mother of 3 in Kansas is
No, dude.
a
She's
NASA hooker.
She's a hooker with level orange fucking clearance. I'm pretty sure she'll be all right. Hanging out with Dan St. Germain. He's going to be on the roast of Ric Flair. You can go get it on pay-per-view Wait, where is it real quick? Oh, yeah.
Fight
it's at
TV.
On Fight Network. Follow him at Dan St. Germain on social media.
Instagram, baby.
We'll be in Tacoma this weekend, Thursday through Saturday. Tacoma Comedy Club, dansoder.com for tickets. Bonfiremerch.com for Bonfire merch. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire. I didn't say it enough.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Here's an air.
Go. Or check out The Worst. Or check out both. BigJComedy.com. Yeah, man. That sex worker one really made me laugh.
I mean, it really is like, I forget. I think, was it Nick Mullen had this bit about, it was like something about like raising the girl, the stripper who got, I don't know if it was Tristan Thompson's kid. It was somebody's kid. And then he ended up wifing her. And he's like, man, they must be raising those queer shoes to the rafters. Like that is like that is the biggest accomplishment of a stripper.
Dude, that is a massive.
To fucking wifey an NBA player. I mean, that's crazy.
Dude, the NBA All-Star game, whatever city is, that's like the Ho Super Bowl. Where
I
like
think Drake had a kid with a stripper.
good for her too.
Yeah,
good
dude.
for her, too.
What's that?
Porn star.
Oh, dude, she's your type too. Like Drake's baby mama is like Soder's type.
Wait, look up Drake's baby mom. But to explain,
It's like she's hot, but also like worn hard. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
I love a lady who's seen stuff.
Yeah. She's like, it's not an ingenue.
But Jacob was asking about the NBA All-Star game, and Jacob, what happens is whatever city it is, all these sluts converge to try to get these NBA players.
Oh yeah, they have like a text thread. Yeah, right. Do I know your type? Like just gigantic boobs, like 80s hair, like late 80s pinup hair. But also like not young. Like definitely not young.
Yeah.
Also,
you need to bring this up to my therapist. He's like, we're gonna talk about it. But Jacob, we need to send you next NBA All-Star break. We need to send you to wherever it is so you can interview all the sluts that are trying to fuck these NBA players.
Do that.
Do you remember they had to lock down the bubble and say that like only long-term girlfriends could come? Like no
wasn't there
Instagram
like
hoes were
something
allowed?
where Jimmy Johnson was just like fucking the shit out of some girl, and they had to be like, dude, it's too noisy in the bubble. Like it was like that. Like she was just like going insane.
Dude, that is pretty crazy. But with the NBA, what they do is they're like, they go to be like, I'm going to have condomless sex with a guy that just got a fucking max deal.
Oh, yeah.
And they just want him to, one slip. You just bust.
Well, that's the thing now. You know, the Tristan Thompson got some Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy got some other girl pregnant, swore up and down it wasn't his kid, but it is. Yeah. But they had already had an in vitro surrogacy pregnancy going on. So there's just like a new kid born. But they found out after it was like implanted in her.
Wait, so they implanted the kid and then she found out that he fucked that personal trainer?
Then there was just a baby.
They're just like, oh, cool, you just went and did it the old school way? He's like, yeah, didn't make the deposit myself. He goes, I don't see a problem with this. You knew I was looking to make a child. So what does Khloe do now? She just has a kid that's half his?
She's got 2 kids that are his, and they have half brothers and sisters around the world.
Damn, dude. Tristan Thompson loves busting in ladies and making babies through science.
Yeah,
at that point,
I think
it's like,
another
just get a
girl,
vasectomy, bro.
Because I think he had another girl pregnant when they started dating. So there's at least 2 other kids from 2 other moms.
Well, because we went on the show, we went over the lady that he had the most recent one that he cheated on Khloe Kardashian with. Jay and I talked about it because I remember that. We like went through her pictures and shit. So when that was going on, they had a baby in vitro with like a...
It just came out like this week that the baby's being born via surrogacy.
But did she do it after he had this second kid?
They implanted before that was found out.
Damn. If you're Tristan Thompson, you're like, so. Remember how we played God? Well,
someone needs to tell Tristan Thompson he's not BB King. He can't be like playing basketball at 60 trying to pay for these kids.
For real, he's maybe got 2 years left in the league. Yeah. And then it's just, you better hope Khloe Kardashian picks up the fucking check on all of your kids. Yeah. I mean, dude, you have fucking 2 kids like that.
How many kids does he have now?
What's his total children? 4?
3 with a 4th on the way.
Oh, that's doable.
Not all about
3
Tristan
kids
Thompson's.
with 3 different women. And a
Nice.
4th on the way.
You know, he's like actually good looking. Like a lot of these athletes, they're just like athlete. But I'm like, all right, I can see he's got a nice smile. I can see it there. This is like me coming out this entire
I
episode.
love it. Find yourself, dude. By the end of the trip, I go, Dan's act. Let me tell you right now.
Very different.
Very different. God, very gay. It's very vicious. And it's
Kevin
fierce.
Meaney with a beard.
Yeah, Dan's
Look at this
fierce.
guy.
Who's that guy? Look at that, Dan.
Holy shit. Look at that cock on that one.
Oh, we're just bringing up some steamy hunks for Dan
my
St. Germain in the
Jesus
studio.
Christ.
Damn, dude, it's a hunk patrol.
And me likey.
Yeah, man. Tristan Thompson trying to talk her back in. It's just funny to know that Pete Davidson is sitting around listening to these conversations if Chloe's in the room. He's like, is that Tristan Thompson? Did they have their science baby yet?
They have the science, baby. I thought that was Corky.
Yeah, he goes, I don't know. Ricky Velez is supposed to come over and smoke blunts, but maybe we can look at Tristan Thompson's science baby. You think he's going to do it?
Man.
Oh, dude, Johnny Depp. There's a Johnny Depp shot. I know we don't drink. 3 of us don't drink in the room. But a United States bar started selling a Johnny Depp shot for distressed men feeling unsafe.
I would love it if it was from like the blood of Johnny Depp. Like he was at he's like, just take my nectar.
He goes, please, I was Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, this is the Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson surrogate got pregnant after he allegedly tried to convince Marlee Nichols to get an abortion and a month before his paternity scandal broke.
Yeah.
Oh, so they did
she's not getting an abortion, dude.
Wait, so now it's
She's
turning
not
out.
getting an
He's
abortion.
like, my kids are going to be fucking half-sisters with the Kardashians.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's gonna try to hang out
Like,
with him. That's
I'm a
gonna be the
fucking
funny.
Kardashian.
She's like, look, I will not fuck Tristan anymore if I can get on the show.
She's like, modern day Rockefellers? Yeah, you can come at me.
It is. They are the modern
We're
day
all
rock-
sisters.
But this article says that they did the in vitro after all this shit happened. After he tried to convince her to get an abortion in a month before the scandal broke.
God,
Damn,
God, game.
he's got, I mean, dude, he could talk his way into anything.
After that
He goes-
came out,
He goes, yeah. I know that was bad. But I
I'm
love
so
you.
mad at you.
But I love you. I love you.
But I'm willing to bend the rules of nature in order to
Or
have
like,
another.
baby, she caught me in a spot.
Baby?
She just caught me in a spot. Like,
Baby, I know we put we put that baby into that fucking random Guatemalan lady.
dude, well, I see why he went there. She's pretty hot.
Is he fuck with this? Because is he paying any attention to this chick with Marlee Nichols, who's in matching PJs with her baby?
No. Tristan paid for those pages, though.
I don't think dude, I'm wondering if he's just deadbeating it.
Is that you're
Yeah,
saying?
I don't think he could. I don't think the Kardashians would let him. That's the thing. It's like the Kardashians would be like, no, you got to take care of this shit.
Do you think they have hitmen and shit?
No,
Do they have fixers
they
like
sure
Ray,
could. They
like
could
Ray
at this
Donovan?
point, for sure.
Ray Donovan has to go break a pregnant lady's knees.
Or like, yeah, secretly the Kardashians are like the movie Michael Clayton.
Yeah, they're just doing all that shit. According to the timeline, Khloe and Tristan surrogate was impregnated just weeks before the scandal broke. But,
Well, yeah, of course we knew that he knew. It says, but this means that Tristan was well aware of the baby already on the way as he played his new. Just a guy like that knows.
yeah, he goes. She goes, "Do you want to tell me anything?" He goes, "No, good to go, dude. Put that baby in that lady."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shit, dude. We're GTG.
No,
Fucking knock that
we're
lady
fine.
out.
You're sure he didn't fuck anyone else,
He goes,
right?
dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking down at my dick and been anybody else. Now that we're more savvy with social media, you can start seeing when photos are like photoshopped and shit, and you're like, that lady above, right there, where she's like, damn, dude, you just put a filter on.
Oh yeah, well,
Hey,
that's that
peace.
Tristan filter.
I like that, you know.
Are they saying that this woman was his personal trainer or just a personal trainer?
I think
Because
she was
he's an NBA.
Yeah, that's so funny. Where he goes like, she goes, "What are you helping get trained on?" And he's like, "My legs." I'm getting a legs. Yeah, dude. Look
All
at
these
her.
girls just all look like just different Kardashians. You know what I mean? It's all the gigantic ass and
Yeah, they
the
all
black
have,
hair.
they all
and
have
the tan
centaur
body.
butts.
Yeah, they all have
Giant
centaur.
fucking.
Yeah, they have centaur.
You go. I want a lady with some decent tits and horse legs.
Dude,
Can you find
all
it
right,
for me?
I got a weird thing to say.
I
but
want someone that clip clops into the room.
I got a weird thing to say, but I want.
I know you love dudes. We got it.
This is even weirder than
Big
that.
hot cock.
Have you found? Since like there's been so much emphasis on women's asses, have you found horse's ass is more attractive.
No. No.
I'm just saying, I look at them a little different. I don't want to fuck horses.
Look at this
but
trot.
Like from a distance, a horse ass doesn't look
You're gonna
as
be
bad.
You're gonna be the next guy caught by a horse cop. He's gonna be like, he digitally.
Where is he? He's under.
Yeah,
He's under it. He's under the horse.
He's sucking that big horse dick under this guy. Look at these hunks.
Oh my god! Yeah, let's get some horse ass.
Wait, Chloe? Did he fucked around with one of her friends, right?
He fucked around with Kylie's friend.
Damn, dude, this guy
Jordan.
is fuck.
Yeah,
what
he's
a piece
fucking,
of shit.
and they just keep these guys around. Like he's just he's gonna be at he's the father.
It's like he hasn't OD'd in the bunny ranch yet. Seems like a great guy to me.
He's doing all right. Hey, what's the over under of Pete having a kid with Kim Kardashian?
He's gonna have
October.
One. I think he's gonna have one.
October.
They might already be implanted.
I don't know.
Implanted?
She's not having a baby herself. She's going to have a
40-something.
surrogate.
Yeah, she's gonna have a surrogate.
She just hires a housekeeper just to fucking go through all the horrible shit.
It's only like $20,000.
The way you said that,
They'll
makes me
announce it with like a
furious.
tattoo on it.
This woman's just like,
Miss Kardashian, when I throw blood in the baby,
how's the baby?
the baby fine.
Dude, shut up, Rosie.
It's like that movie Way of the Gun.
Were surrogacy.
So they were born. Another lady birthed them, but it was just Kanye and Kim's.
Yeah. So
Fucking
they pull them.
DNA.
Yeah, they implant them, and they can pick whether they want a boy or a girl because they have the little egg. That's why that's the weird conversation about abortion right now is in vitro because those little egg things, like the egg semen mixtures, they get thrown out all the time.
Dude,
because
it's
people
like-
don't use them.
Those are like those mixed cocktails now that you can just buy in a can. Where they're like, "Just want a baby? I'll put the shit in you."
Yeah,
It's fucking,
pina colada in a can, bro.
it's a baby. We just put it in your fucking. You shoot it out of your pussy. So they're just wrecking all these like South
I
American
would love to
ladies'
see you as a
pussies.
fertility doctor now, just from that verbiage.
Yeah.
Ah, what's going on with your pussy? What's going on? Let's see it.
Should we stick this in your pussy?
Should we stick this in your pussy? Oh, it's tight.
No
but not
amount
in a
of
fun,
money.
sexy way.
I'm gonna grow your baby for you. That's crazy.
Dude, we want to blow your lips out for $20K. she's like, can I do a C-section? He's like, no. We want a natural birth in a bathtub. Do they do that? Do they demand like natural births, or like the women are like, I'm gonna get an
sure
epidural?
that there's. I mean,
Sure,
sure,
like
it's a price
C-section
system. She's like, if you
scheduled.
want me to do natural birth, it's this much more money.
She's, I'm gonna tell you right now, love opiates. Epidural my ass.
Yeah, for sure.
I need you to epidural me so I can fucking not feel that shit. So then
It is a job, man. I mean, that is a job being a surrogate. You know, you're pregnant for 9
that
months.
is so fucking futuristic and dystopian that they're just putting babies in people and they're like, you have this
It's been going
baby.
on forever, yeah.
Really?
Over a while, yeah.
Chloe started freezing her eggs in April of 2020 and later revealed that she had chosen Tristan.
I mean, this girl that I was dating once was like, I mean, this is how crazy companies are now. She was like, yeah, my company is offering to freeze my eggs so I don't have a baby until this age.
Like, we just need that work hours out
Yeah,
here.
there was tech. It was tech. So like, they
We
just
need
wanted,
you.
they
We
wanted
need your
to.
programming, you bitch.
Yeah, that's
I don't
it.
need you fucking
That's
making
it. We
kids.
can't have that fucking pregnant stomach get in the way of control alt. Or
Fuck,
whatever the hell.
fuck humans. Do programs. Yeah, I need you coding.
Ugh. So that's dystopian, man.
Yeah, dude. It's also funny that he's just out there fucking sluts the old-fashioned way. Man, this is a good slut episode.
Oh, hey, we should say this to your listeners. If you're reasonably attractive, if you're a 7 or 8 or above, there is a good chance you could fuck Tristan Thompson without a condom and be related to the Kardashians.
Go get that money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
And
get
I
that-
think anything above an 8, what do you think, a 7 or an 8?
Yeah, join that tribe, dude.
Yeah,
You're a
dude.
7.5? Go get it.
Yeah.
Dan
For sure.
St. Germain, I love you. You're going to be on the road with me
I
this
am.
weekend.
I'm excited, man. I'm going to go
Tacoma?
with you, then Michelle, then Ric Flair. What a crazy week.
Tacoma Comedy Club, dansoder.com for tickets. Going to be there Thursday through Saturday. BigJComedy.com for tickets to the Nasty Show and also tickets to the Worst at Montreal. Big J's also going to be at Helium Comedy Club in Buffalo, August 11th through the 13th. Oh, and the Funny Bone, Liberty, Ohio, August 5th and 6th. All tour dates, BigJComedy.com, thebonfiremerch.com. Make sure you go get a sweatshirt or whatever, and of course, get the podcast going. And don't forget, guys, Jesus Christ was our gift from God.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.